There he is on your screen. And his rapid rating is not what you would expect, but his blitz rating is almost 2,900, and he is deservedly sitting on top of the world there. And after him, we have, of course, the person on your screen there, not really ready to take his seat yet. There he is, Fabiano Caruana, the American #1.
Exactly, and we're going to jump right into it. Peter, we're seeing a very topical line of the Berlin. Break it down for us.
Absolutely. So this is the game between Fabiano and Alireza Firouzja, and Fabi starts with e4. Whoops,
that went fast.
That was not supposed to happen. Fabi starts with e4,
but I see that Fabi is not anxious to go kingside, and he's keeping.
Sometimes your king is safest in the center. And maybe he's just waiting for the right. I mean, now he's not going to go longside queenside castling anymore. That's not allowed. But we might be seeing some big Vlad's no castling chess by Fabi in this one.
There we go. Peter, jump in. I mean, a very surprising and, dare I say it, unorthodox approach by Fabi to this Berlin position.
Yeah, and I think we should welcome this with open arms, because this is going to be a very sharp fight. White clearly is trying to achieve something on the queen side. Very intimate relationship with, start playing them early, start playing them when they're very young.
Beat them when they're young.
Yeah, and then you can have a good score for it. It's the first part of your career, because you've accumulated some.
Yeah, you feel a cushion.
Ballast, there.
When these two players play, do you also feel, Jas, that it is a clash of styles? Fabiano Caruana with his classic approach of building on small strategic advantages and playing it flawlessly, and Alireza's aggressive approach?
I do feel that. I do feel that the players have different approaches to chess, and I'm not going to call it a generational clash, because, when we talk generational clash, I'm talking 20 years. These two are much closer in age than that. But yeah, Tanya,
played against the idea of rook takes knight, but it happened anyway because the other rook jumps into the attack here, takes the knight, h3 is defended, but not anymore is. And queen f1, you don't even have the square for the queen to come into defense.
No, we already gave the queen the boot a few moves back. Is this? Yeah, this is minus 6.
Yeah, and the move that probably ends the game the fastest is the move rook h3, just creating this very, very strong idea of a 4 of 3.
By the way, I think
Fix the
it's,
queen.
We can see that the players just blitzed out their last few moves there, but it looks like the queen got hacked off the board.
Yeah, Alireza instead goes for a very, very understandable choice as well. Just it goes rook f1 check, and then a 4 of 3 in the end there, attacking the rook on h2. If you gave white one tempo to stop a 4 of 3, maybe you
Game and
Many reasons to stay on to this one. An exciting position, a great game by Alireza. And Alireza was your pick and Fabi was mine. You're doing well on that one.
well, Tanya, you know, you're gonna get a participation trophy. Don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah, our board is somewhat behind the screen.
Yes.
But yeah, you can see on the screen Black has this extremely safe game, which is the one thing you have to pay attention to when you're playing this queen against the rook's positions. And
By the
we'll
way,
also
did I
have,
want to tell you guys that you should play A takes B6 and have a very safe king position?
How many pawns is that?
Not enough.
Not enough. I mean, this is 4 pawns, but we're also getting an update that Anastasia, our commentator on the ground,
Yes.
he also picked Fabi to win this one, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a great start, Nastia, for you and I, and Fabi.
Correct.
But how easy is this as a conversion? Queen versus 2 rooks,
it's
and
pretty easy.
The pawns
difference,
are just
4
too
extra
many.
pawns.
Yeah.
the difference in king safety is just such that once you start pushing something, things just collapse. And yeah, Alireza having done the needful things in the center and on the queen side, securing the king, making sure there are no checks. He is now just threatening to play h4, h3, and so on, and there's just no stopping it because
Do you want to go b5, c4 as well?
we
Yes.
You
we
want another,
everything.
You want
yes.
all of it.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
there's
B5 and C4 check inclusive with the.
queen d1 check also picks up the last remaining
Oh,
pawn.
you definitely.
He didn't see it, but it's not required. It's not really a miss.
Yeah, h3 is coming in next.
I don't know. Pawn grubbers.
Calling this a mistake is too harsh.
You grab a pawn to push a pawn, and that's what Alireza is doing now. And the rooks are tied down to defend each other. You can't even get to the h file.
No.
And that's it. He wants to make a move, but Fabiano resigns. He knows there's nothing else to play for. Alireza takes a big win, yes.
By the way, I mean, we're